From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell. Israel and Hamas releasing hostages in a ceasefire agreement for the Gaza war spurred on several emotional reunions in the Middle East today.
Released hostage Eitan Moore hugging his crying father as his mother recites a prayer. He's one of the last 20 living hostages released by Hamas Monday as part of a peace deal since the start of the war on October 7, 2023, when 251 were kidnapped. Others released include Guy Gilboa Dalal, who was greeted by his family. Under the peace deal, which the U.S. helped broker, Hamas also releasing the bodies of any remaining hostages who died in captivity. In exchange, Israel releasing Palestinian prisoners. I'm Julie Walker.
Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump is calling for a new era of harmony in the Middle East following the implementation of the ceasefire deal. Trump says he hopes the 20-point peace plan will help put old feuds to rest and inspire a brighter future for the Middle East.
Our commitment to fulfilling the 20-point plan we developed together will be the crucial foundation for achieving that bright future, and it's being worked on right now as we speak.
Trump spoke at a global peace summit in Egypt. Earlier, he visited Israel to celebrate the release of hostages held in Gaza and addressed the nation's parliament. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Mark Carney called today's events, quote, the beginning of a new and important chapter. In a social media post he sent while he was in Egypt, the PM also suggested delivering life-saving aid should be a priority when it comes to the next steps in Gaza. Carney was the first leader to walk over to President Trump for a handshake after the U.S. leader's remarks. He also spoke with leaders from European and Middle Eastern countries, as well as the Palestinian Authority, after arriving in Egypt today. Closer to home, Global Affairs Canada says deteriorating stability worldwide is causing a massive expansion in the work required to protect Canadians abroad. The department has warned Foreign Affairs Minister Anita Anand that Canadians might need to pay more and expect less. A briefing binder prepared for Anand when she took on the role in May details some of the 8 Canadians facing death penalties abroad and the geographical hotspots where embassies have scrambled to evacuate citizens and their families. And Taylor Swift's latest record is smashing records. Reporter Gio Benitez says The Life of a Showgirl has made a massive debut.
The pop superstar's 12th studio album setting the record for the biggest first week in music history, with over 5.5 million album units sold and more than 1.5 billion streams globally. And in less than 24 hours after its release, Spotify and Apple Music crowning The Life of a Showgirl as the biggest album of 2025.
And there's more good news for Swifties. The singer is releasing a new movie titled Taylor Swift: The Eras Tour, the final show that documented her tour finale in Vancouver last December, and a 6-episode docuseries about the tour will premiere on Disney Plus beginning December 12th. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Mason Appleton scored the winner with 44 seconds left in regulation, and Cam Talbot made 38 saves as the Detroit Red Wings survived a blown 2-goal lead in the third period to top the Toronto Maple Leafs 3-2. The Wings making it 2 in a row against the Leafs, also downing them 6-3 on Saturday. Eric Comrie made 33 saves in helping the Winnipeg Jets to a 5-2 win over the New York Islanders. UC Saros made 31 saves in a 3-1 victory for the Nashville Predators, who spoiled the Ottawa Senators home opener. In Major League Baseball playoffs, switch-hitting slugger Anthony Santander is not in the Blue Jays lineup for Game 2 of the American League Championship with the Seattle Mariners, which is underway now. He was pulled from Toronto's batting order with just a little over 2 hours before the opening pitch at Rogers Centre. The Jays say he's out with back tightness. And the Montreal Alouettes ran their winning streak to 4 games, downing the last-place Ottawa Red Blacks in the only CFL game today, 30-10. From the Canadian Press, I'm Don Mitchell.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.